Evening people, right, you're really gonna have to let me know how it sounds tonight, because my sound's been playing up all over the place. It might be a little bit loud, you might be able to hear all sorts of humming in the background from the PlayStation. I don't know whether it's too sensitive. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, but let me know how it sounds. Hopefully it's coming through loud and clear. But tonight, round 2 of Tanso Racing's Kirkistown Motorsports NI Saloons. So it's the BMWs. They had a good round out in them last weekend. Yeah, everyone in the 03 BMW. Alright, Johnny C, tell me how it's sounding, mate. Like I say, I've had all sorts of issues with my sound tonight. I'm trying to get a new mic to work, but it seems to be having issues for some reason. I've had to restart Streamlabs about 3 times just to get it to recognise it's a microphone at all. 55.8, give me a little shout on the PlayStation chat there as well. So tonight we're live from Nürburgring GP. So we're going to have a short little qualifying. Looks like the lads are already out on track now. And then 2 15-minute races. Reverse grid for race 2. Yeah, let's see how they get on. Yeah, so just let me know what's happening with the mic. Is it too loud? I might be able to play with some settings. But you might be able to hear in the background the hum of a PlayStation. I've connected the mic up so it's literally sat next to the PlayStation. So you might hear a bit of a hum, but if that's the case, then I can try and move it. Right, did I? Yes, I did. Let's just have a little look at scores, shall we? So, top of the table after round 1 last week at Dragon Trail. Sounds nice and clear. Thank you, Green Pete. You'll have to let me know throughout the night whether it sounds clear, because I am going to move my head and hopefully this mic picks me up as I'm moving around. I'm hoping it's one of them. I was told it's one of them, so it should be alright. 43 points for Obi-Wan, leading the way after round 1 at Dragon Trail Seaside last week. Luke Doherty in second, 36 points on the board for him. 28 points for TRG Gaz in third. TRG Cutler in fourth with 27 points. 2 drivers in 5th position. We've got TRG Ghost and CRT Carrington both on 24 points. We have Connor Racing in 7th with 20 points. Down for the count with 18 points in 8th. 55.8 in 9th with 15 points. We have Ding Ding MUK with 14 points in 10th. The last 4 drivers, Scrabo in 11th with 11 points. We've got Foghorn Leghorn in 12th with 10 points. Eamon 2005 with 13th with another 10 points. And Rick to continue, no points on the board for Rick. So where's the mainstream gone? Where have you gone? Where have you gone? There you are. Let's get ourselves out on track. See what these drivers are up to, what sort of times they're putting in. Keyboard options on. I suppose I really ought to pick up the keyboard, hadn't I? That might. I've just got more cables than I know what to do with. So Ghost Realm first man out on track to put a hot lap in. So yeah, big shout out to the guys over at NI Motorsports over in Northern Ireland. Kirkistown Motorsports, they do track skills days, hire out these race cars for you lot to go and be mental cases in. So hopefully, oh, Ghost going a little bit wide there. Hopefully when this lockdown's over, we can all get over there and show them some love and spend some money and race some cars. How about that? Sounds like a plan to me. So Ghost coming up to the chicane then. May see 1 or 2 positions go here. Let's see what Ghost puts in. Hard on the brakes. So these are the almost standard BMWs. I think they've got slightly jiggled suspension and wheels and tyres, but they haven't got any aero, as you can see there. It is just the standard BMW, so they're not. They're a bit looser than the sporty versions. Ghost then putting in a 2:14, but he's already down to third. Luke Doherty has got himself into pole. He's put in a 2:13.2 as Luke. Half a second quicker than anyone else so far. Obi-Wan 2:13.7. TRG Gaz getting into third now, 2:14.0. Pushes Ghost down a position on that 2:14.056. Cutler fifth, 2:14.2. He's in a Hail Mary fight in this qualifying with Gaz and another driver. Rick 2. It is qualifying, boys. Oh, where are you going, Rick? Oh, Ethan getting it all wrong through there. Cutler making his way past Rick 2. Again, this is only qualifying, boys. Shout out to the guys at Mulsanne Casinos as well. One of the other guys sponsoring this league. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Mulsanne. Should be something like that. 55.8 in 7th and 2:15.0 on the clock for 55.8. Johnny C just been in the chat. He's on a 2:15.8 at the minute. Rick 2 in 9th with a 2:16.5. Ethan in 10th with a 2:21.5. Foghorn with a 2:23.0. Down for the counts. No hot lap on the board yet. Who's just gone quicker? Was that Scrabo? Was 10th. 2:19.9 for Scrabo. So Luke continues to hold that top spot. 2:13.2. Phil Burbage. New driver Babbage. Is that Babbage? Oh, it's Babbage. 2:13.6 for Phil up into second. So new driver. I've not seen him on the circuit. See how he gets on tonight once he's in the thick of it with these boys. Looks like he knows what he's doing behind the wheel. That's where he ploughs into the back of Cutler. Okay, so positions changing. Ghostrom going a bit quicker. He's got himself a 2:13.1. Obi-Wan's gone quickest overall, 2:12.2. It is only a little short qualifying. So that's probably it. Luke Doherty second. Ghost 666 in rails third. Phil Babbage fourth. TRG Gaz fifth. Cutler in 6:55.8 in 7th. Johnny C in 8th. Rick 2 in 9th. Scrabo 10th. Ethan C in 11th. Foghorn in 12th. Down for the count 13th. Everyone testing out the drift and donut capabilities of these rear-wheel drive cars then. Apart from Foghorn, Leghorn look being very, very sensible. Down for the count in the meantime. He's going for a bit of off-roading. But we're into race 1, 15 minutes. Let's see how they get on. Reverse grid for race 2, so just keep that in mind. Another 15-minuter as well. Alright, Obi-Wan leading the way then. Luke Doherty getting on quite well with these BMWs though, so we'll see how he copes tonight. Can Obi-Wan hold it into the first turn? So they're away. It's not a great start from some of the drivers at the back. We have got a car stuck on the grid, have we? No, it's Ethan down for the count. They are moving, but not a great start. Obi-Wan's got himself right over to the inside then to try and defend. Luke Doherty's going to try and swing one back up the inside. Is he? No, he's not. Ghost has gone a little bit wide on the exit of turn 1, but he keeps the position. TRG Gaz then in 4th. Cutler 5th. Phil in 6th. Johnny 7th. Whoa, Rick 2 going for a dive down the inside of 55.8. Made it stick as well. A little bit of glitching going on from one of these. 55.8 and Rick 2 side by side still. Rick 2's relinquished the position back to 55.8. And then we've got Foghorn, Leghorn and Scrabo battling out for 10th and 11th. Ethan in 12th and down for the count in 13th. I think it was Ethan and down for the count that was stuck on the grid. Oh, Driftertronic in it through there. So Obi-Wan leading, Luke still second, TRG Ghost in third. Tail happy on the exit, that for Luke. Ghost then coming up the outside, that's not going to benefit him up here. Let's get ourselves on with TRG Obi-Wan, looking back at an attacking Luke Doherty and TRG Ghost. Down the inside for Luke, backs out through there. Ghost thought about following him through. TRG Gaz still on the back end of this fight, as well as Phil Babbage. Johnny C's got himself past Cutler, so up into 6th. There we go, let's open that up a little bit. Everyone getting over to the racing line. Obi-Wan having to go defensive. Compromised his line a little bit through there. Luke Doherty's carrying a fair chunk of speed. Has he got enough to get his nose up the inside into the final turn? Doesn't look like it. Maybe going a little bit deep there. Oh, tiny little bit of contact between Ghost Realm and Luke. That's pushed Luke wide. He's kept the position, but now they've lost 0.8 of a second to Obi-Wan now. Got to chase him down for the next 12.5 minutes. Try and close that gap back up. And Ghost, with that little bit of a mistake, has now knocked himself, well, he was 5th, he's back up into 4th, but put himself under some pressure. Luke Doherty now under pressure from TRG Gaz on the inside of the Mercedes arena. Keeps that position through there though. Ghost Realm trying to hold that 4th position under loads of threat from Babbage and Johnny. Drifting these rear wheel drive BMWs, you can see how much they're leaning coming around these turns. Medium tyres on board for Obi-Wan. Starting to pull a big old gap now from the drivers behind. So Luke Doherty holding 2nd, Ghost 3rd, Gaz 4th, Babbage 5th, Johnny on the back end of this for 6th, Cutler 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th now, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th. Foghorn might even have a chance to get past him here, carrying a bit of speed. So Cutler getting it wrong then, losing a lot of positions. Obi-Wan then almost 2 seconds out front from Ghost, who's got himself up into 2nd. What's happened to Luke Doherty all the way down in 6th? No damage, but must have got it wrong somewhere, possibly the hairpin at the bottom. Possibly the same place Cutler's just got it wrong. A bit of work to do then for Luke. Back up to race leader, 1.8 seconds from Ghost. Can he close that gap down? All the boys rocking a bit of a track skills livery, or Kirkistown Motorsport or something in the background. We've got Phil Babbage trying to fend off Johnny C. Got his nose down the inside, but swings across, keeps that position for Phil. Johnny C having to hold on to, get it back on the grey stuff. Having to hold on to 5th, a little bit wide through the exit of the chicane. A couple of wheels on the grass, that slowed him down a tiny bit. As Luke Doherty just coming around that turn, 3.5 seconds back now. So, can Ghost get back in the fight with Obi-Wan? He's closed the gap down, 1.6 seconds. Keeps it clean through there. Making a bit of time up over TRG, Gaz, Johnny and Phil as well. You can see them sliding these BMWs through these turns. Got a fair chunk of lean on these things. Putting in little purple sectors as well for Ghost. TRG Gaz holding that 3rd, holding a penalty as well. Phil's got himself through to 4. Tiny little tap on the rear end between himself and Phil. Johnny gets himself back on track. Phil not taking advantage of that. That's good. So he holds on to the 5th. But it's allowing Luke Doherty to close that gap up. 6th place, the gap down to less than 3 seconds now. 55.8 7th, 5.2 seconds back. Rick 2, another 2.1 back in 8th. Scrabo 9th, 5.9 seconds back. Cutler's made up a position, he's back up into 10th. Dropping into 11th after some off-track action. Closing down on Scrabo. but 21, nearly 22 seconds down from race leader. Ethan then 11th, another 5.5 seconds back. Foghorn 3.6 back in 12th. And then we've got down for the counts. He's in, almost getting it wrong at the exit of the hairpin there. Sitting in 13th, long way back as well, 11.5 seconds. So race leader Obi-Wan extending 2.4 seconds from Ghost. TRG Gaz as well pulled a little bit more time over Johnny. Johnny closing him back down through there. Was over a second, it's coming down. Pulling Phil Babbage with him as well. And that is the gap back to... Oh, Luke Doherty's in the pits. I wondered why he was changing positions. So coming in for tyres. I think you'll see some of these drivers try and no stop. Fastest lap of the race so far for Obi-Wan, 2:12.7. Ghost then starting to struggle. His tyres looking a lot more worn out than Obi-Wan's. Almost double the amount of wear on Ghost's tyres. So he's got to be careful he doesn't come under too much pressure from Gaz behind. Ooh, Johnny C just getting it a little bit wrong through there. Kept it on track. He's kept the position as well. Phil Babbage unable to take advantage of that one. Both of these drivers, 4th and 5th, holding a little bit of penalty though. Do need to think about dropping that. 55.8 in 6th then, 8.7 back. Rick 2, 1.6 seconds back. Cutler then has made that position past Scrabo up into 8th. 6.3 back from Rick 2 continue though, pulling time over Scrabo. Luke Doherty out the pits, fresh set of racing mediums on board. 4.3 back. But, like I say, whether the other drivers even stop is yet to be seen. Down for the count has not stopped. Foghorn has not stopped. Ethan has not stopped. In fact, Ethan's holding a little bit of damage there. That's going to be slowing him down a little bit on the straights. Obi-Wan stays out again then. Ghost also. 6 minutes remaining. Gaz coming flying through there. In the background though, Phil Babbage has got himself past Johnny C up into 4th then. Johnny C 5th. They are coming, I promise. Here's Phil. Here he is. Can he hold on to it? Johnny's a little bit too far back to make a move up the inside at turn 1. Phil keeps it clean on the exit. Nicely in front of Johnny C, pulling time over as well. 1.1 seconds. A lot of wear on his tyres though. Johnny C might be able to make his tyres work at the end of this race and close that gap back up when Phil starts struggling on his worn outs. Rick 2 then, losing time, 10.1 seconds back. Cutler 7th. That's due to Luke Doherty coming in the pits, 4.3 seconds back. Scrabo another 5.6 back, under pressure now from the freshly tired Luke. A little bit of a penalty to lose, trying to chop back down the inside. Oh, tiny bit of contact between the two. Luke dropping his penalty through there though. Ethan, getting it, totally wrong coming out of the Mercedes arena. Sideways and into the wall, picking up all the damage. That's a big chunk of nope for Ethan there. A great big chunk of nope. So 55.8, Foghorn getting past Ethan then all the way down to the back of the pack. Long way back to the pits in this one. I think damage is on heavy as well, so it does mean a trip to the pits. It's not going to repair itself halfway round. Or is it? I think it's damage on heavy. Obi-Wan then, still not stopped. 4 minutes remaining. 5.4 seconds out in front of Ghost. Ghost not stopped. Oh, he says as Ghost comes in the pits with just under 4 minutes to go. TRG Gaz stays out. Phil stays out. Johnny comes in. Rick 2 stays out. Cutler stays out. Luke Doherty's already been in. Scrabbo, see if he comes in. Don't think he will. No, Scrabbo stays out. 55.8's just been in. Foghorn not stopped. Down for the count, not stopped. And Ethan still trying to make his way back to the pits. So where did Ghost come back out? Into 4th position. Under a little bit of pressure from Rick 2, but Rick 2's not stopped, so Ghost should be able to defend that, no problem. He is though 23 seconds back off race leader and 11.3 back off 3rd place Phil. Only 3 minutes remaining. He'll be putting those fresh set of racing mediums through all the pressure though, all the pressure. Let's try and close those gaps back down. Obi-Wan then, 10.5 seconds. Definitely not stopping. 2.5 minutes remaining. Gaz then 2nd, also not stopped in this one. Phil not stopped, but his tyres looking absolutely beaten up now. He's got to be careful. Ghost 666 is closing gaps up. Still 22 seconds behind race leader, but only 9.5 seconds behind Phil Babbage, so could still be a podium position on here for Ghost. 2.3 ahead of Rick as well. Cutler not far off, 2.4 back. Johnny only a second behind him as well. Does Cutler stop? No. So Luke Doherty 8th, 5.4 back. His tyres and stopping midway, not benefiting him at the minute. Scrabbo then 9th, 55.8 in 10th. Foghorn 11th, down for the count in 12th. And Ethan repaired and back out on track, but now way off the pace, 26.5 seconds down in 13th. Obi-Wan then crosses the line to start his final lap. Gaz comes across as well. Phil Babbage in the pits. So that is going to release Ghost. Phil's tyres were looking very beaten up. So released. Oh, he's taken on a blob of fuel as well. Yeah, he's had to take on fuel. So that's going to put him out of the fight. He's going to lose a couple more positions here. But fresh tyres. Can he put it on Cutler and Rick 2 before the end of this race? Well, not if he's going sideways like that, he can't. Luke Doherty in the background, still 7th. He's made up a position, but still a way off on this final lap. Only 30 seconds remaining. Obi-Wan coming down to the hairpin. We've got drivers just getting it wrong at the hairpin, at the final turn. Obi-Wan then, he's had a decent race, managed to get himself out front, and then a little bit of battling behind has just allowed him to sneak off. Sneak off he has, 16.5 second lead. He's not stopped though. TRG Gaz not stopped either. Both drivers almost out of fuel, but this is the final lap. So the timer ticks over now. It does turn into final lap on screen there. Obi-Wan just got the chicane and final turn to go. I think we've had Ethan cross the line already, so he takes the 13th position. Obi-Wan then through the chicane. Through this final turn. So not stopping can work if you don't thrash the crap out your tyres. We've seen, you have a look at Cutler's tyres. He's looks like he's hardly been out on them. So a great big backwards finish for Obi-Wan. Takes the win in race 1. TRG Gaz in 2nd. Look at the lean on these things. It's ridiculous. So Gaz comes home to take 2nd then. Ghost is going to take 3rd. Backwards in into the wall. That's what we want. Cutler got 4th, but has he though? I think he has. Yes, he has. He takes 4th. Phil Babbage takes 5th. Rick 2 takes 6th. Luke is going to take 7th. Scrabbo's going to come home for 8th. Johnny C taking 9th. 55.8. Just coming up to that final turn then. 10th place for 55.8. Crossing the line with fuel this week, Bill. Well done. Down for the count, 11th. Also with fuel on. Nobody running out of fuel this week. Well, let's have a look. Just make sure Foghorn Leghorn's not creeping around with no fuel on. We're down for the count. Take 11th then. Foghorn, no, with fuel. Everyone making it round this week. And there we go. Results from race 1 then. So a little bit of a break, and then we jump into reverse grid race 2. Let me get a glug of coffee. No P1 race tonight, people. If you were expecting a P1 race, that's been postponed till next week. But usual lobbies commence as of tomorrow. Still Monday minis with the Chewett Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Nothing Tuesday, nothing Wednesday. P1 Boys McGann League on Thursday. GTTCC Friday. And then the BMWs and the BMWs Sunday and Sunday. 8 and 9. So big shout out to the new subscriber, my 517th. It didn't show me who you were, unfortunately, because you've kept yourself super secret squirrel. Not you, 55.8. What? See if Obi-Wan can punch his way through to the front in race 2. Yeah, let me know if you heard the mic go quiet or anything like that. Like right now, I'm sort of facing away from it, kind of, but it still looks like it's picking me up, but not as much as maybe if I'm facing it. Oh, yeah, still looks all right. Buzz, I might not need your services to set this thing up after all. I know you're not listening. Just telling you. My man Buzz, hook me up with this mic. Get yourselves down to Intrasound in Leicester if you want some decent music equipment. And top knowledge. Top knowledge when it comes to musical stuff. He supplied my lad with speakers that I got him for his birthday. Those things hum. And it's proper studio jacks as well, like clunk click jacks. Yeah, those things hum. This mic I was a little worried with, but it seems to be working. It seems to be coming through loud and clear. Mic's doing well. Good. And I can even get a little bit personal with it. But I'm not going to do much of that. I don't know, you'll be surprised how much of that there is. So, a slightly different time of day, that's the only change, and a reverse grid. Oh, Cutler and Rick 2 having a little bit of a bumping and a barging. see anything personally. Yes, don't discuss on stream, Rick 2. The last thing you want to do is be airing your dirty laundry, so to speak. Oh, don't get me wrong, we've had almost flipping punch-ups online with drivers. To a point, obviously, it's all digital sweariness and stuff. But yeah, it can get a little bit heated. Rick 2's a little bit emotional, so much so he can't spell it. He's got rage type going on, I think. You know, when you type so fast you miss letters, add letters, it doesn't spell what you want to say. Damn it. You can't go and correct yourself because it's an angry text, one of them. Time for a smoke? Phil, you're taking the mick. He says, smoking. I'm allowed though, Phil. You're not. 3 minutes. If you can get smoking in that time, Phil, get it on. If you smoke straights, you're in with a chance. If you're a Rolly fan, you're getting halfway through that. Or you've got to chuck it in the ashtray and hope it doesn't set fire to your house while you race, because could all start the race when you're halfway through that. You'll have one glove on, fag burning away in the ashtray, setting fire to all the dog ends. Yeah! You'll be panic mode, crashing into the wall. Oof. Ethan missing the brake pedal altogether there by the looks of it. Or trying to go for the hyperspeed shortcut through the wall. Didn't work. Didn't flatten his car either. Amazing. Or he was trying to take Ghost out at like 4 million miles an hour. Good liveries on the cars again. Again, some of them are the NI Track Skills liveries, as you can see there. Track Skills smashed down the side of TRG Gazes. Scrabo also. Track Skills Mulsanne Casino all over it. Dirty tailpipes as well. Clean that car. For Obi-Wan, absolutely covered in the logos. Good to see. Give you boys some airtime. Track skills, da, 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 or something like that. I don't know, you know. And then, oh, wrong camera. Here we go. I can do it in a minute. Mulsanne Casino. There you go. Phone number as well. Look. Green P and down for the count probably know the driver and the owner, because when all these Irish boys are in a chat, right, one man took a photo of a snowy road, right, and another Irish man went, I know that road, that's the Mlmlmlr to Mlmlmlr road. Like, huh, how do you know that? How do you know that? It's a snow covered road. It's like 3 roads in Southern Ireland or something. Already getting the shout then. Blammo, people firing themselves into the wall. Did Phil Babbage get his smoke? Is he going to be race ready? Has he got both gloves on? He doesn't look bad at the minute. Where has he gone? He says sliding it around that turn there. So, reverse grid, race 2. Same setup. Ethan leading us away. Foghorn second, down for the count third. 55.8 in fourth. Can the fast drivers get through to the front? Let's find out. Be a few positions taken in the first few turns, I can imagine. So lights are on, revs up, and they're away. It's not a great start from Ethan. Got Johnny C firing himself down the middle of the pack. Does look like Foghorn's going to have the inside of the line into turn 1. Takes it. Luke Doherty having to take slightly defensive. 3 wide through there. A little bit of bumping and barging. Everyone through there cleanly though. Nobody off track. They will be having a bit of a punch up. Oh! Now for the count, having his rear end pushed round. Not sure who by, but he's back on track now. Ethan though is starting to pull a bit of a gap. He says he almost gets it tank slapped out of there. And we have got drivers off track now. It did look like, is that Ghost facing backwards, or is it it's Johnny? Just pointing it back the right way. I do like your number plate though, mate. Looking very nice indeed. Bit of work for Johnny to do then to try and catch up with that pack. Oh, it's 9.5 seconds down as well. That's a shame. No damage on his car, but a long way back. This is only lap 1. Oh, there is a driver waiting for him, I think. So maybe he got involved with a little bit of a tussle with Ghost. Ghost hung about and giving him that position back, so these two can have a punch up. So Ethan's still leading at 1.5, 55.8 up into second. He's also got 3/4 of a second just over from Scrabo. Scrabo holding third. Phil in fourth. Got Obi-Wan already getting himself through the pack up into fourth then. Looking for a move down the inside of Scrabo. He's caught Scrabo. Could have been dangerous for the pair of them. Nearly taking out Phil at the same time, but Scrabo holding on to that fourth. Obi-Wan fifth. Foghorn sixth. Luke Doherty trying to go down the inside as they head up towards the chicane. He's got the inside now. So he gets that position. Rick 2 comes through there as well, side by side with Foghorn as they come through the chicane, carrying a lot of speed as well, so he takes that position. 7th place for Rick 2. Oh, Scrabo's gone wide. Luke Doherty down the inside. Scrabo carrying a fair amount of speed down there. So just starting lap 2 then. All kicking off already. So Ethan's still leading, only 3/4 of a second now from 55.8. Starting to close that gap up. He's managed to pull a bit more time between himself. Oh, a little bit wide through there, 55.8. He's got 1.6 seconds between himself and third. Obi-Wan fourth. Is that Luke Doherty trying to drift his way past Scrabo? Still not past him yet. I think they're side by side as they head down towards this next left-hander. Luke's got the inside of the line as well. He's already in front. So through into 5th for Luke, 6th for Scrabo. Rick 2 in 7th. Cutler 8th. TRG Gaz in 9th. Foghorn 10th. Ooh, not quite right through there for Foghorn. He's kept it on track though. And then we've got Ghost down for the count and Johnny all battling it out for 11th, 12th and 13th. So they have closed their gaps back up on the drivers in front. Foghorn getting it a bit wide through there, so he might lose out. Johnny C getting a good exit. He's got himself up the inside of down for the count. Should get his way through into the S's. He does, up into 12th then. Drifting it through on the exit. It's the change of direction on these cars that can catch you out. As we watch Ethan go for a full-on driftertron. He's going to lose a lot of time because of that though. He's dropping his penalty through there as well. That's kind of the wrong place to be doing it. So Phil Babbage gets himself through to the front. Luke Doherty and Obi-Wan though right on his tail. Luke's got himself down the inside into the chicane. Up into first place for Luke. Can he hold it? Babbage second, Obi-Wan third, Ethan fourth. So he needs to think about getting a gap. It does look like Obi-Wan's trying to make a move on Phil Babbage in the background. He's already passed him. Obi-Wan winner of race 1, so should be a good fight here between Luke Doherty and Obi-Wan. Can Obi-Wan close that gap back up? He has to go a little bit defensive. Does that cost him on the exit? Luke then just getting a second plus gap over Obi-Wan. Phil Babbage has still not let Obi-Wan get out of his sight yet either. Ethan trying to stick with that pack as well. A little bit wide through there for Obi-Wan, but you can do that on the exit of the Mercedes Arena. Close the gap back up on Luke Doherty. Luke must have had a little bit of a tank slapper coming out of there. Obi-Wan then pushing for the lead already, lap 3. Phil Babbage now been dropped 1.8 seconds back. Obi-Wan almost pushing Luke Doherty round the hairpin. Purple sectors almost a second faster as well. Right, is he going to make a move up towards the chicane? Is he going to be close enough? I think he is, looking at the lines he's taken. Luke's gone a tiny bit wide through there. And through there as well, he's drifted it. Obi-Wan's going to carry good speed. Luke's picked himself up a penalty as well. Why wouldn't you change camera? So Obi-Wan then through into first. Luke trying to drop his penalty up this back straight. Into the chicane then. Keeps himself in touch with Obi-Wan. Oh, Obi-Wan getting it a little bit wrong. Luke carrying good speed through there. Comes back past to take first. Still holding a bit of a penalty, Luke. Just losing it through here. So it's on between Luke and Obi-Wan. Who's that just coming to the pits? Oh, we just catch Ethan backwards. It's 55.8 that's coming to the pits. Unfortunately, Ethan way off the pace. 26 seconds down. And just getting going again. Luke Doherty still holding that top spot, but Phil has closed that gap back up on these two. He's going a bit deep through there. He will hold the inside line into the next turn, but Obi-Wan will get a good run on him. Luke's still got the inside line into this next turn. Phil Babbage just out of this fight at the minute, so Luke keeps this position at the minute. Can Obi-Wan make a move down into the hairpin? Luke getting a good exit. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. It would have been close enough. Tiny bit of a love tap between Obi-Wan and Luke Doherty. Luke keeps the position. Obi-Wan thinking about running around the outside at the S's. It's not worked through there. Can he make a move again up towards the chicane? Luke going defensive into this left-hander. He's going a little bit defensive into this right as well. Not quite as wide as he did last time, so Obi-Wan not quite as fast as he was on the exit. Still closing up on Luke. Luke just dropping his penalty, picking up more penalty now. Luke drops that position to Obi-Wan then. Obi-Wan disappearing off down the road now. Luke still not quite lost that penalty. Ooh, sideways as well. He's got Babbage coming up behind him. Luke chucks himself in the pits now anyway, so Obi-Wan leads 1.8 seconds over Phil. Luke just coming in the pits then. Ghost also coming in the pits for fourth. TRG Gaz is going to be fourth any second. Cutler as well is going to move up a position. Rick 2 comes through. He doesn't stop. Scrabo not stopped either. Down for the count, just coming through as well, not stopping. So Luke Doherty getting released now. We'll see though, will Obi-Wan no stop again? Luke stopping a little bit later than he did last time. Let's see if that helps him out. So Obi-Wan still putting in purple sectors on the worn out mediums. 2/3 of the way through this race. 3-second lead over Phil Babbage in second. Cutler in third, 8.6 seconds back, under pressure from TRG Gaz though. Losing a bit of time through there for Gaz. Closes up again into the hairpin. Both drivers going a tiny bit deep. Catching the apex on the way out though. Closing back up again for TRG Gaz. Up towards the S's. Still closing in. Nowhere to go through here though. Don't think he'll be closing up enough to get one done into the left or right hander. So he might just have to hang on to this back straight. We've got a driver off track up here as well. Just saw a yellow flag flashing. We have it's Ethan off track. Right, can TRG Gaz close that gap up then? 0.3 back. He should be getting a good tow, but it looks like Cutler's had a great exit from that turn. Able to pull time on Gaz coming up this back straight. Closes up under braking. Again, nowhere to go through the chicane. Got to be careful not to cut too much of that chicane. It will reset you to track if you get it totally wrong. And that is terrible to have happen. So still not able to put any pressure on Cutler. Cutler actually just pulling away a little bit. It does look like Obi-Wan's going for a no-stopper again. 3 minutes remaining. Phil Babbage. Ah, Phil Babbage is off track. Got it wrong in turn one, totally wrong. Outbraked himself, put himself in the sand as well, down to fourth. Cutler up into third. Look at the tyre wear on Cutler's. Hardly any. Flick to Gaz. Pretty ruined. Flick to Phil. Youch. Put those through all sorts of pressure. He's under pressure from Rick 2 himself as well. So Rick 2's tyres in a lot better condition. Can he get the position made? 2 minutes 20 remaining. Scrabo 6, he's also under pressure from a freshly stopped Luke Doherty. Fresh set of mediums on for him. Ghost in 8th. He's also stopped to put a fresh set on. Johnny C, fresh set for Johnny in 9th. Down for the count in 10th. Lone Star Pizza. 55.8 in 11th after his stop. Foghorn, Leghorn. That's the wrong way, Foghorn. Going completely the wrong way, coming out of the Mercedes arena. 12th for him, and Ethan in 13th. Might be able to close the gap up on Foghorn, but he was sat on the sand for an awful long time as Ethan. Wow, that's exactly what we've just seen Foghorn do as well. Just get the power down a little bit too early. So 1 minute 25 left on the clock as Obi-Wan crosses the line. 13-second lead over second place Cutler. This will become final lap again. Cutler pulling time from Gaz as well. Again, just look at the tyre wear on Cutler's car. He knows how to look after a set of tyres, that boy. So Gaz third in the background. Rick 2 going for the move on Phil. Down the inside at the first turn. Can Phil keep the power down, keep the nose up inside? No, he can't. He's had to back out. Can't keep his nose up the inside into the Mercedes arena, giving TRG a little bit of advantage. Phil Babbage is just going to come under more pressure now. The tyres absolutely worn out. Luke Doherty only 1.7 seconds back as Luke goes Driftertronic in and out of the Mercedes arena. He's also under a bit of pressure from Ghost behind, only a second back. Scrabo only 1.2 back as well, so only a slight little mistake from any of these drivers and positions could be changed as Scrabo almost gets it wrong. Oh, running it very wide through there, losing time on Ghost in front. Obi-Wan then 13.7 seconds out front. Bit of a bottleneck brewing here then. Luke Doherty going for a move down the inside of Phil. Ghost trying to follow him through as well. He does it. Phil gets a tiny little bit of a bump onto the sand, but wasn't carrying anywhere near enough speed. So, can Ghost take the position off of Luke? Can Luke defend it till the end of this race? Ghost coming down the inside. Who's carrying the most speed? Okay, Luke Doherty holds out for now. This Ghost Realm going to chuck one up the inside. I have got to get on board with the front man. So Obi-Wan takes the win in race 2 as well. Cutler going to come through to take the win, the second in race 2. These BMWs do like a damn good slide. Taking second then, Luke Doherty still looks like he's just in front of Ghost. TRG Gaz then coming home for third. Takes third. Rick 2 takes fourth. He'll be very happy with that. Luke Doherty takes fifth. Ghost, why have you stopped? Losing penalty maybe, but that allows Phil Babbage to come through. Luke Doherty takes fifth. Phil Babbage takes sixth. Scrabo seventh. Ghost in eighth. Johnny C ninth. 55.8 is going to come home for 10th. Down for the count then, coming up to this final turn. Through there then, going to come home to take 11th, 4 down for the count. Foghorn, Leghorn, just the back straight to go. Ethan's already crossed the line. Taking 13th then, just wait for Foghorn up this back straight. TRG Obi-Wan, mate. And TRG Cutler. And TRG Gaz for second and third. Alright. Wow, Foghorn nearly sideways out of the chicane. Just this final turn to go then. And only just crosses the line, taking 12th then. So that was round 2 of Tanso Racing's Kirkistown Motorsport Track Skills Special. 12 positions raised by TRG Obi-Wan. So 2 race wins for Obi-Wan. That's going to extend his lead out front. Good points for Cutler in race 2 though. Luke Doherty with his stops. Yeah, seems the other drivers just to benefit a little bit more without stopping, mate. You may have to look at your strategy a little bit more. So that was that, round 2 of the Kirkistown Motorsports NI Saloons, sponsored by Track Skills and Mulsanne Casinos. Thank you, gentlemen. I am back tomorrow night for the minis, 8:30 for the Chewett Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Nothing Tuesday, nothing Wednesday. Back on Thursday at 9 o'clock for the P1 Boys McGann League. Friday for the GTTCC, 9 o'clock. And then back next Sunday for the BMWs, for the Tanso BMWs and the P1 BMWs. The TOR League, the GR3 TOR League, I think that's starting beginning of March. Other than that, I don't know what else is kicking off really at the minute. I don't know when the new season of the minis is kicking off. I'll let you know as I know people. But that's what I've got coming up. If you fancy helping my channel out, get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker and drop a little donation if you can. Thank you very much. And that's about it from me. I hope you've liked what you've watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dartsmoker. I'm out of here.